Hello, hello, James William Museveni. It's my name. I'm a medical clinic officer by profession and a certified public manager. Yes, colleagues in uniform. 2 days ago, we saw intern doctors being flogged by policemen. And I'm reading here a letter, a notice of national senior house officers and fellows industrial action. We are writing to inform you that following a general assembly of all senior officers and fellows on Wednesday, 26 April 2023, senior house officers and fellows nationwide resolved to reactivate their suspended industrial action and lay down tools effective Labor Day, 1st May 2023. Initially, with emergency cover for 1 week and possible escalation if the senior officers and fellows cries are not heard. The leaders of the different cohorts will develop a weekly rota for emergency cover. Senior house officers and fellows are qualified medical doctors duly registered with the Uganda Medical and Dental Practitioners Council who are undergoing postgraduate work study. At the same time, attend to patients, making them full-time master's students who cannot meet their basic needs without the allowances provided by the government. However, despite providing a critical hospital workforce, the senior officers have not been paid their allowances for 6 months. It has to be noted that these allowances came after years of protracted negotiations, which resulted in a presidential directive to have senior house officers paid an allowance of every month. In his own words, at the Uganda Medical Association Annual General Assembly in 2018, His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni referred to the act of senior house officers providing vital workforce without any financial compensation as a modern-day slavery. Shortly after, during a meeting between the government of Uganda, the Uganda Medical Association, and the Federation of Uganda Interns, which was held chaired by Honorable Chris Baryomunsi, the Minister of ICT and National Guidance, on Thursday, 17 December 2021, it was resolved that senior house officers be paid 2.5 million per month effective July 2021. Now, these are things that I keep talking about that as Ugandans were failed to come up as a nation. Now, interns had theirs the other day. The senior officers are coming in. Why are we having these things piecemeal? Why are we having these things piecemeal? And the rest of the country doesn't mind. Even President Museveni came up and called doctors parasites. So why does he refer to doctors as parasites? Because he thinks doctors are feeding on the population. They are not seen as an essential service. Museveni, much as he described it as modern day slavery, that was just a political language. But as a country, as Ugandans, even some of us who are speaking from the diaspora, I tell people that before I reached here, I had enough protracted warfares with the government. I'm a small person, but I had protracted warfares with the government. I think I remember my last meeting was with the Dr. Hakana Rugunda. I don't know whether Dr. Hakana Rugunda can remember this face. Very stubborn fella. Not because I'm stubborn, but just because I can't survive. I couldn't survive in the country. And I can't keep quiet. I'm that voice of reason. I am that voice that talks the truth, which most people hate to speak. Now, having these piecemeal solutions don't work. As Ugandans, I've even heard the countryside, people are calling for a national economic shutdown. The medics, you don't seem to understand. You don't seem to know the pain that the countryside has. And we are saying, be part of us, be part of the community, be part of the nation. Because now this is a piecemeal, the senior house officers have come up also going for an industrial action. The interns are not even deployed. These things must require governance. We have failed to sort out government. We have failed to sort out government. We have a very insensitive government. I even sorted the Diana, a twin called us who are exhibiting barking dogs. He called us barking dogs. And indeed, we are barking dogs. Because not until we get serious, the senior house officers, the population, the Ugandan population is calling a shutdown, an economic shutdown. If they shut down economically, then where will you get the money? So join us. Yes, James William again is my name. I'm a medical clinical officer by profession and certified public manager. I am part of the action that citizens of Ugandans are driving to be heard, to be economically emancipated, and to be cared for. Thank you for listening.